hope you're doing good. I am so excited because it looks like we are about to get some significant changes to the restrictions that we're facing under lockdown here in England. So currently we're not allowed to stay anywhere away from home, but that is going to be changing. So I'm really hoping that soon I'm going to be able to go bike packing and camp out overnight. So where I live, I'm near Dartmoor, where you are actually permitted to wild camp. In Scotland, you're also allowed to wild camp, so yay Scotland, I hope to be visiting once I'm permitted. But for the rest of England, you're probably going to have to wait until July 4th when campsites open up before you go on your bikepacking trip. I mean, unless you're sneaky, but I'm not saying be sneaky. Don't be sneaky on my account. It's illegal to wild camp unless you're on Dartmoor. Anyway, I figured now would be a good time to show you my favourite bikepacking bags in case you, like me, are thinking about going out on your bike and sleeping overnight, either just for one night or on a bikepacking trip. So stick around and I'll show you what works for me. So this bike, the Marin Headlands, I've never even been bikepacking on it yet, just because of when it arrived and lockdown and everything. But the bikepacking bags that I've put on it here, these are the ones that I used when I went bikepacking in Big Sur in California, and when I raced Tuscany Trail, which is just the most amazing gravel bikepacking race. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, so these have been thoroughly tested. Miles and miles and miles and kilometres done on these, which is why I'm happy to recommend them to you. I'm not being paid, this isn't like a sponsored video or anything. I just think these bags are cool. The whole set is made by Apidura and they are all super duper waterproof, really lightweight, durable, easy to attach. The negatives about these bags, I would say, are that they rub your frame. Like, I really badly rubbed the frame of the Diverge that I was riding in California and on Tuscany Trail. But then bikepacking bags probably just have a tendency to rub your frame. To get around that, you can put helicopter tape on your frame to protect it before you put the bags on. Other negatives. I'm trying to think of some other negatives. They're just really good bags. So I'll start at the front. What I've actually got here is two bags. So you've got the main compartment here, the main bag, which is strapped to the handlebars, and this has got roll ends, which means that you can put a lot of stuff inside, and then you roll the ends in really tight to compress everything and hopefully fit it between your handlebars. It's tougher bikepacking if you're a woman because you can't fit your bags on sometimes. But with a bit of clever packing, these are fine. On top of my front bar bag, I've got this other bar bag pouch thing, which has got a zip on the front, so it's good for when you're on the go and you want to easy access stuff. This just clips on to the main bag with the compression ends. Normally I would have stuff that I don't really need to access a lot in this bag at the front with the rolled ends, and then I will have all the stuff that I want to grab throughout the day in the bag at the front with a zip. Obviously you have to make sure when you're choosing your bikepacking bags that you've got enough clearance above your front wheel. Again, being a smaller rider, that can be an issue, but this seems to work quite well for me. So following on from the bar bag, I have this frame bag here. It can be tricky, again, being a smaller rider, fitting a frame bag in there. You can get custom frame bags made that fill the whole triangle down here, and then you would tend to have a hydration pack stored in there because you wouldn't necessarily have a water bottle. I've chosen a small bag because I just prefer not to carry a ton of stuff. And I've got a water bottle here and also one underneath. Oh, I've really hurt my wrist, I can't pick my bike up. Ow, 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 ow. One underneath there so I can store more water. I wouldn't drink straight out of that one. I would just decant the water because obviously you're going to get a lot of dirt on it. But anyway, I have this frame bag here. It's got zips on either side and I use this one for snacks and tools and maybe my cap and all bits and pieces that I need access to. It's got big pulls. What are they called? Pulls? It's got big pulls, so it's easy to zip and unzip. Or maybe not if you're not looking at what you're doing. It's easy to zip and unzip, even if you're wearing gloves and you're cold, which is really helpful. And again, it's waterproof, lightweight, and I like it very much. Up the top here, I have got a stem bag. Is it called a stem bag? I'm like making a video about bike packing bags and I keep forgetting the names of everything. Anyway, this is a stem bag, or some people have called it a cell bag. I don't know why. But I would normally store my camera in here because I can easily get it out and film everyone and everything as is my way. This bag, like all the other ones, has got a fully waterproof seal. You shouldn't get any moisture in there, which is why it's perfectly fine to put a camera in there. And again, it's got a really sturdy zip and pull with this big bit to grip onto. So it's very easy to open and close one-handed. The next bag is the big beast, the saddlebag. Obviously it goes on your saddle, and again, being a smaller rider, you have to check that you have enough space here. If you look at the underside of my bag, you'll notice it's covered in kind of scorch marks or skid marks from where I've been riding down a bumpy descent and my bag sort of bangs down on the rear wheel and you get a bit of tyre buzz. Something that's quite hard to avoid if you're little. I do try and cinch it up really hard, but there you go. So this bag, I should probably find out what capacity it is. Wait a minute. Right, so this backcountry saddlebag comes in two different sizes. You've got the 14 litre or the 17 litre, depending on your needs, and you can fit so much in here. Sometimes I have it all the way up here depending on what I'm carrying. It's got a roll down closure like on the front bar bag so that you can roll it in and then really compress whatever you're carrying inside there. You've also got this handy elastic there so you can just stuff your jacket in, other bits and pieces that you don't want to have to open the bag to put in. So that's super handy. It is waterproof, although it does say on the Apidura website that you can get some water leakage in through the seam. So if there's anything that absolutely must, excuse me, stay dry, you should use a dry bag inside. But I haven't ever had any issues with my stuff getting wet, genuinely. And I've ridden in some awful weather, particularly in Wales, of course. So that's about it for my bike bags. I really like this setup. As I said, the Apidura stuff is really great. I don't actually think there's anything I would change about this. The only thing is I don't have enough patches on these bags, so maybe I need to remedy that. As I did mention, they can rub a bit on your frame, but they're pretty much perfect. And yeah, I don't say that about a lot of things, so well done Apidura. I will be testing some other bike packing bags soon, so let me know if there's any you think I should try out, any that you want to know about, or let me know if there's any that you think are particularly amazing. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I might actually be able to go out bike packing and test out this bike and this setup. So keep an eye out for more videos from me on bike packing. I'm going to be reviewing some tents, other bike packing bags. I'm going to do a comprehensive guide of what you should and I guess shouldn't take bike packing. If you've got any questions about bike packing, leave them in the comments and let me know about what trips you've got planned for when we're all allowed out